biggest questions that I get on a consistent basis, right? And I mean all the time, is negotiating with cash buyers. Obviously, cash buyers are an essential part of doing this business, right? Like, you need cash buyers. That's how you get the deal closed. That's how you get paid. So at the end of the day, guys, knowing how to deal with them and how to handle them, how to negotiate with them is essential in being successful in this business. So they are a necessary part of wholesaling. But getting right into it, guys, you need to have control. All right, so at all times, no matter what, you got to understand that you're bringing a ton of value to the table. This is your deal, right, that you have. You have the contract, so you control this asset. So you also control the negotiation with them, right? So you can't let them, what tends to happen, especially when you're a newer wholesaler, right, is they try to run over you because it comes across to them very, very obvious that you are new, that you don't have the experience, unless you really dig in a little bit more, know what you're talking about. Maybe you have a mentor, a coach, you're really absorbing the information but also taking action with it, and that's going to give you the confidence that you need. It is all about the confidence when you're dealing with sellers and buyers, and it is critical that you go in there, even if you don't know what the hell you're talking about, that you are confidently acting like you know what the hell you're talking about, and you are not going to let them push you over. You got to understand that a lot of these people that are cash buyers have substantial amounts of money. They're usually really successful. It could be a doctor, a lawyer, some of the one-off buyers, or it could be a full-time real estate investor that fixes and flips properties or uses them for rentals. So you're usually dealing with a sophisticated, educated person for the most part, and you got to be very, very confident in the way that you deal with them. So always make sure that you maintain control. Never give buyers a first look. This is what they'll try to do, and I see new wholesalers fall into this trap all the time. Hey, I'm looking to buy 10 properties a month. I have $2 million sitting in the bank, and because of that, you should give me first crack at all your properties. I'm a serious buyer. Look, guys, you are going to hear this when you get in this business and you're doing it every day. You're going to hear this same story over and over and over again. Never give your buyers a first look, and I'll tell you why. Treat them all the same, because you can fall into this pattern where you're actually dealing with one or two buyers all the time, and those are the people that end up buying all of your deals. And then before you know it, you stop focusing on building that buyers list and growing it, right? And because you're comfortable, you're like, oh yeah, I got these couple people, 2 or 3 buyers that they basically buy everything. What will happen over time too is some of those buyers could end up falling off, and now you haven't been focused on building your list, so your list isn't that strong. Then two, because they are so consistent and they're buying so much from you, they feel like they are entitled to more of a discount on your properties, which will ultimately lead to you making less money, which we do not want, right? So you definitely need to make sure that you're not playing favorites with your buyers. You're treating them equal, all the same, and making sure that it's an even playing field. And don't fall into that trap. Ask me how I know, because I've been down that road where we had these big hedge fund buyers that were buying everything, paying premium prices. Then they fell off and we weren't focused as much. Luckily for us, we had already had a huge buyers list, so we just reignited the flame in there and the connection with those buyers, and we were fine. But we definitely noticed when it happened. So focus on building that list all the time, guys, and the more buyers you have that are real actual buyers, that will give you the confidence that you need. So what they will typically do is they're going to try to beat up the deal right out of the gate, right? So they're going to try to beat it up. They're going to try to get a discount if you're pricing it the right way. And a lot of times, even if you're pricing it, like for a premium, they're still going to try to beat it up, even if it's a smoking deal. No matter what, typically the buyers will try to negotiate with you until you set that precedence with them and you've done some transactions with them and they know what they can get away with you. So that first interaction, that first deal that you have with them, first negotiation, is almost like a chess match, right? So they are going to be testing you to see what they can get away with. You need to make sure that you set the standard on, hey, so by the way, and this needs to be in your contract, 48 hours in advance. All the funds need to be in escrow, ready to close. You don't want to put yourself in a situation that, you know, the seller comes to closing, signs the doc, the money's not there. So, you know, by doing this right out of the gate, while you're negotiating actual price with them, you know, go ahead and set this tone that, look, you're going to play by my rules. You're going to you're going to do it how I want to do it. This is my deal. And this is how you do business with me. So you were letting them know, this is my process. This is how we work to work with us as a company, or even if you're an individual right now, this is how it needs to be done. I am not going to let you get away with any of the BS, you know, or anything else. And then it's also very, very important right out of the gate that you do not let them beat you down on the price. All right. So if you're pricing your properties right, and you know that, and you're using like REI Automator and Offer Automator feature, you know what the market is telling you this property is worth, then you do not need to be super flexible on the price, because that first deal you do with them, if you let them beat you up too much, they're going to think they can do that for every single deal, guys. And then that's going to create this, you know, the momentum behind them that they're going to just be able to get discounts on all your deals, even though you're pricing them already at a discount. So they need to also feel like there is other buyers in play, that they are not the only person, that you're not relying on them in any kind of way. This is why we always like to set up a showing at our properties, and then we'll invite multiple buyers that want to see it all at the same time, so they can all go there and see that there's other people fighting for that deal, and then we'll ask for their highest and best. Okay, so I'm not getting deep into the actual psychology of the negotiation with them. I'm telling you the bullet points. I can do that as well. If you want to see that, like, I'm more than happy to do that. But let me know in the comments below. But you also got to set that tone, guys. That's what this video is really about. Setting the tone when you are new, how to deal with the buyers to get them, A, compliant to how you want to do business, and then 2, to pay the most money, right? And they're not going to pay the most money unless they think they have a lot of other people that are fighting for that same property, and that you do not need them. All right, so another thing, you never want to let them know, make them feel like you don't have money to close that deal. All right, number one, for sure, because then that definitely in their mind, they're like, oh, you don't even have money anyway, like, you're gonna have to find someone to buy this. You know, so never let them know that you don't have money to buy the deal if you don't. All right, so never give first looks on the properties. Never let them, you know, right out the gate beat you way down on price, because then that sets the wrong tone. So make sure you're pricing your properties right. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash that freaking like button, and you are subscribed, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.